What's up, peeps? It's Hannafin, and I'm excited for the American Grand Prix. Let me make that very clear. I assume that you're grabbing your notebooks right now to write this down. This is not the United States Grand Prix. This is the American Grand Prix. You know, there's a European Grand Prix. Well, there's an American Grand Prix too. We Latinos think there's only one American, not a North, Central, and South, even though Central seems to be part of North. It's one America. That's a lie. I think there are two Americas. More importantly, two Americans start on the front row. Two United Statesians, maybe. Adam Lewis in the Caterham, and Derek Hamill in the McLaren. We got Joey Trickle, we got Juan LaPlante, we got Zachary Taylor, Patrick Smith, Jeff Lewis, Jackson Carter Jr., Corbett Williams, Ozzy Samir, Maka Takekachi, Hideki Amami, Zach Mills, Steve Morgan, Cal Weathers, Ahi Daka, Tito Peters, Hiviki Ganahar, RJ Sherry, Michael Pedersen, screwed it up. Takumi Fujiwara, James Saunders, Kiki Honda, Tyrrell Lindbergh, and rounding out the field as always, the GOAT, and Rupert Weissmuller. How about that one? Did you know that the GOAT qualified 25th today, not 26th? Rupert Weissmuller was just slower than him. Here come the cars about to line up on the grid for what is sure to be a very exciting, very exciting, the most exciting. I forgot how to speak. Trump voice. The cars are lined up on the grid, and the cars are away now, heading towards turn one. It's the greatest thing ever. Oh my days! Look at the GOAT there. He's Latino, of course. He's cheating there with that ridiculous stop there. He's locking up the brakes a bit. It's 3 wide. Drew turn one there with Patrick Smith, one of the Mauritius, Zachary Taylor, and who was that? Jackson Carter Jr. But now one of the Force Indians there. Actually, it's 3 wide. Drew most of the field. There goes the GOAT, just slicing and dicing his way through. Look at how close. Oh dear, contact, and the GOAT goes spinning, and he sent one of the Mercedes around. Oh dear, that's not going well at all. A few cars caught up in the mix, not least of which Cal Weathers, Jeff Lewis, James Saunders, and Rupert Weissmuller. Oh dear, Rupert Weissmuller set straight into the wall. Oh, that's a hard hit for Rupert Weissmuller there, after already being caught up a bit in the mess that the two Mercedes were stuck into, James Saunders and Patrick Smith. So let's take a look at that again. Here comes the GOAT. You see him on the inside line, of course. Can't really get a good angle on that. Oh, that works. You're trying to get by, and then just kind of turns in, sends Patrick Smith around, and Maka Takekachi got by. A few others did, but Jeff Lewis didn't. These guys got slowed down tremendously. Then Rupert Weissmuller tries to get around, but then, well, I think it looks like James Saunders made contact with Jeff Lewis, and himself made contact with Patrick Smith, sent him a bit sideways, and Rupert Weissmuller got caught up in that mix and was sent straight into the wall. Hard hit for Rupert Weissmuller there. And then now these 4 cars are going to be struggling to get back up to the field as the GOAT makes his own way through. Look at Adam Lewis in the lead there. You can see how far up the GOAT has made it already. Rupert Weissmuller transported to pit road. I think his race is over in one sector. Now that's a bit of contact with Zachary Taylor trying to get past the GOAT. Oh, contact! The GOAT goes spinning. Oh, hard hit into the V-shaped turn, and Zachary Taylor gets caught up in the mix as well. But look how close these guys are running to each other. A bit of contact with Amami and the GOAT. Yeah, these guys are right on each other's wings and noses, gearboxes, and other various and sundry mechanical parts. Down this long back straight, you can see some hot air balloons in the back, and oh, the GOAT going a bit wide at that specific turn right there. Oh, contact! Zachary Taylor gets sent spinning. He collects Zach Mills. They're going to slide towards this turn there and collect the GOAT and Hideki Amami. Well, the GOAT managed to get by. Amami escaped onto the grass. Not too much damage. Her teammate Hiviki Ganahar is going to get by, but yeah, hard hit for Zachary Taylor. And, well, where's Zachary Taylor gone? He's dropped off the face of the earth, but we could take a replay of that, actually. There's Zach Mills, the car with whom he made contact. We'll take a look at this again, heading down the straight. Oh, Zach Mills made the contact and sent Zachary Taylor into the wall, and then these two went spinning into the GOAT's and Amami's direction. Well then, bit of drama this first lap here at the American Grand Prix. Well, Rupert Weissmuller definitely got the worst of it. But Adam Lewis is having the best of it. He's sitting quite comfortably in the lead there. Derek Hale following closely behind. Joey Trickle, 3 Americans in the mix as well. There's Jackson Curtis Jr. as well. I also believe he's American. That sounds about right to me. Juan LaPonte, a Spaniard, running in 5th position. Ozzy Samir, a Japanese, 6, as that's what it's looking at. Zachary Taylor's actually managed to get all the way back up here. Was it Tito Peters, actually? I'm not entirely sure, but here comes the GOAT. He's got by Keikachi. He's probably going to try to get by Taylor again. Remember, Taylor spun him, unless it was the other Marusha. It's a bit hard to tell, I think, as these guys dice their ways. Oh, bit of contact. Keikachi nudging the GOAT there. But it doesn't seem like there's much to worry about. James Saunders, Patrick Smith, Jeff Lewis, and, well, just them. Yep, that sounds about right. They're heading into the pits there. They did get caught up in a bit of a mess with Rupert Weissmuller and, well, the GOAT before that, so it's not surprising, but I will wager that they'll be stuck on pit road for a long time because artificial stupidity. It's the best thing ever. Oh, James Saunders hitting right back out onto the racetrack there. Just a little bit of damage to fix, I suppose, and he's all the way back. Patrick Smith, on the other hand, it's not looking so good for him, and well, oh, that's Jeff Lewis out as well. All right, I can live with that. Smith is getting out, but Weissmuller, I don't think he's gonna be able to make it through to the end of this race. It was a very hard hit into that wall in turn, whatever that is, part of the S's. It looks like a Chevy logo on Jeff Lewis's helmet there. Not sure what that's about. Yeah, we just fast forward through that mess there. There's the GOAT. He's actually, it does look like he's falling back. Oh dear, he goes spinning! Lost control completely. Steve Morgan got a hard hit on the rear end, and the GOAT went straight into the wall there. He was lucky that MIP is just a MIP and not a actual tire wall, because that would have been a very hard crash. Just went through the Pirelli barriers, and, well, it's not looking too bad for Steve Morgan, I don't think. We'll take a look at his rear camera. See the GOAT locking up. I think he was just trying to get by Michael Pedersen. Just a bit too deep into the corner. That's pretty scary to see. But if any luck, the GOAT will be able to continue, but that does put him all the way at the back of the field, and his hard work has been undone in a moment of stupidity and insanity and all that stuff that goes along with such things that occur in life, such as Weissmuller still stuck in pit road. It's only lap 2. We're already like 10 minutes in. That's pretty. That's not. Let's take a look at your order. On lap 3 now. Adam Lewis leading the field. Derek Hamill, Joey Trickle in the podium spots. Jackson Curtis Jr. is in 4th. Juan LaPonte 5th. Ozzy Samira 6th. Zachary Taylor 7th. Corbett Williams 8th. Makata Keikachi 9th, and Michael Pedersen in the last point spot 10th. We got Ahidaka, the 2 Red Bulls, Hibiki Ganahan, Haruki Amamiya. I managed to say their names right for once. Wow, how about that one? Zach Mills is in 14th, RJ Sherry 15th, Kikahana 16th, Sheer Lindbergh 17th, Cal Weathers 18th, Tito Peters 19th. Oh, and Jeff Lewis is in the pits again. Well, so is James Saunders, and the GOAT's there as well. He's getting that damage repaired as Patrick Smith is in the pits as well. Is he exiting? No, he's coming in as well. This is a bit odd. Very odd. And, well, Rupert Weissmuller's still there, so must be taking quite a bit to tow the cars. Jeff Lewis heads towards the V turn. Not entirely sure I could call it a hairpin because it seems more like a V. But then again, hairpins are shaped like the first few turns in the S's at Suzuka. If the first turn at Suzuka was a hairpin, and there were still the S's afterwards. That's what hairpins are shaped like. Unless the Europeans have a different idea of what a hairpin is. Let's skip to lap 4 here. Oh, here are these guys into the pits. Adam Lewis, Derek Hamill, and Joey Trickle in. Patrick Smith looks like he's stuck there. So is Jeff Lewis. James Saunders there as well. Rupert Weissmuller, he's disappeared. He's out of the race. Bad day for him. Just absolutely. Oh, Derek Hamill's managed to beat. As you can see, Adam Lewis there. As you can see, Jackson Carter Jr. has also managed to get past him. Joey Trickle behind. Juan LaPonte followed very closely by Ozzy Samir as they exit the pits. Zachary Taylor in front of Corbett Williams, who's being followed very closely by Michael Pedersen. He's right in his... It's quite clear that Bandicam hates me. And it managed to cut off just as Corbett Williams got spun in turn 1 exiting pit road, and well, he kind of rather cheekily cut that first turn there. That's shameless is what that is. 3 wide, Zach Mills, RJ Sherry, and Kiki Honda, not anymore. Tito Peters, last of the cars, off pit road. So yes, it's Smith, Lewis, and Saunders stuck there, the GOAT. He's got a bit of catching up to do, and obviously his car is going to be a bit slower. He's just getting around the final turn now. Whereas, Jackson Curtis Jr.'s managed to get in front of Derek Hamill. Is that so? And he's just navigated the S's. The GOAT's probably not even at turn 1 yet. With his screwed up engine. Not surprising. Ferrari always have to spend millions and millions repairing those things, because the GOAT goes through them like underwear. That comparison hardly makes sense. It was 3 wide again, I think, with Mira, Lewis, and LaPlante. Lewis has really fallen from grace and far from the lead. And it doesn't look like he's got the same pace heading down the front straight. Must have added something to his car, like some wedge, which is a NASCAR idea. It probably didn't work too well here, and I'm starting to set up straight. Out of whack. I keep forgetting how Sage Master 15 does it. I think I was thinking about his nickname, Sages, which is probably what people call him more. And well, Derek Hamill looks like he's also fallen from grace as well. Look at all that contact that Miura is making with Hamill there. Couldn't be asked to say Ozisa. That's a city in California. You should know there's a banner for that university in the commons at my school, which we call the seating area of sorts where people eat and study. It's called the commons. There are 2 signs on the Ozzy and yeah, I can't say anything correctly today. That's not looking. Oh, Jackson Carter Jr. into the pits. Did he even pit at all? Well, the two Mercedes and Jeff Lewis are still stuck in pit road. And the GOAT, I don't know where he is. Well, it's looking to me like Joey Trickle has inherited the lead. Juan LaPlante up in 2nd. Dawson Samir up to 3rd now. Zachary Taylor in 4th. Hidak is 5th. Corbett Williams 6th. RJ Sherry 7th. Zach Mills 8th. Hidegami 9th. No, Jackson Curtis Jr. Well, he crossed the line in 9th, but he's going to be behind. He's going to be in the last points paying positions. Derek Hamill in the pits right now. I thought I already saw him head in, but yeah, artificial stupidity. We've been seeing cars come in more than once, quite a bit today. Poor day for the Saubers. We all knew they had high expectations after Ganaha won the championship in Sauber, but she's actually now in a Sauber sandwich. Well, these S's are even slower than the hairpin Monaco. My days. There's a GOAT heading through the S's now, so wow, he's actually doing quite a really good comeback job, this GOAT. He could very well get into the points. Jeff Lewis, James Saunders, and Patrick Smith back out onto the track. Of course, Rupert Weiss Miller is retired. Takumi Fujiwara, I believe, is... what's happened to him? Oh, he's retired. Oh. Okay then, what about Steve Morgan? He's out of it too. That seems on to me. We'll gloss over it. We'll skip to lap 6, and well, it looks like Joey Trickle's still in the field. Don't think anyone's heading into the pits, I say, as we cut to Aza Samir heading into the pits. She's followed by Zachary Taylor, whose pit stall's in front of hers. There's Corbett Williams, Ahidaka, RJ Sherry, Hidegami right there, Makita Keikachi, Jackson Carter Jr. again, Tito Peters, Hibiki Ganaha, Kiki Honda is staying out, and so is Adam Lewis. Yes, yeah, Adam Lewis. He could very well get back into the points. Is that Lindbergh? Oh, good. Whew, it's just Lindbergh, and not the goat. Okay, Derek Hamill into the pits once again. Something's clearly gone wrong with his car. Keikachi and Aomi exiting right now. So is Peters. Carter Jr. looks like he's stuck. Cal Weathers as well. Hibiki Ganaha, Michael Pedersen, all these guys. Oh dear, there's the goat. Well, he's still quite a ways behind the field, especially if he had to pit again. Probably just needed some fuel, but I think he got the whole lot. 4 fresh, just hit the microphone. 4 fresh Goodyears that became Michelins, that became Pirellis. That makes plenty of sense, so obviously there's no reason to fault that. Patrick Smith in, so yeah, Jeff Lewis is stuck in his pit stall again. Clearly something strange is occurring to these machines, and Joey Trickle in the pits again. There's Juan LaPointe, and is that the goat? Is that the goat we just saw? He's being scored as 16th. Is he about to get lapped? That's a bit odd to me. It looks like Miura has inherited the lead. Trickle down to second. Is that Taylor third? That's what it's looking like. Where's the goat? Lindbergh stuck in pit road. Honda stuck there. Saunders still. Pedersen, Ganaha, Weathers, Lewis, Carter Jr., Smith, Hamill, and Lewis. Wow. Loads of cars up in the front of the field. The goat's in. Oh my days, the goat's in the top 10, isn't he? He's heading around the final turn to start the penultimate lap, and well, this is quite a bit of drama. Quite a bit of drama, and there's even more drama here as Trickle's right behind Miura now, and he could very well be challenging for the lead. In fact, he is going to challenge her for the lead, heading through the S's right now. He's going to have the insight into this first of these corners. Of course, he's going to have a disadvantage in some of them, but it's definitely quite a bit of a fight there. Meanwhile, in the background, Taylor and LaPointe could very well be duking it out for the last of the podium spots. There's Trickle vies for the top step. There goes Taylor. LaPointe trying to still get by, I believe. Taylor's the one defending, and no dear. Miura slow to that turn, and trickles out in front. I think he cut the corner there, and LaPointe's up in front of. Oh my days! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Trickles up into the lead, but I'm sure he's pulling his pants because the goat is in 5th position. Do you want to say that to the microphone?
Yeah, don't say that.
But it's the goat, Mom. Taylor knows how to keep his cool because he's Zachary Taylor, and nobody's as calm-headed as Zachary Taylor. But I don't know. The goat's right behind. That's looking very scary. Yeah, I've been reduced to silence. He's just cleaned him out. That's overtakes of the week for the goats, and well, yes, I've been reduced to silence by my mother's presence in the room. How about that one? That is new. That is new. The goat gets around LaPointe. That's. Is he going to get around Miura? Yes, he is. That's brilliant. He's up into second. But that's not brilliant. That's terrible. He could take the win. That's not what we want. That's not what we want at all. Well, can it wait? Can it wait, Mom? Yeah, that works. And well, Trickle just needs to hold on for about a few minutes here as he comes around the final turn. Look at the goat. He's right behind. Final lap looming right now. They cross the actual finish line before they get to the real finish line. That made about as much sense as into the Barry Awards. Algebra final lap for Joey Trickle, and let's see if he can be Zachary Taylor and keep his own cool. Bit of a train with LaPointe and Miura trying to push their way back into third. Well, second and third, really. Here comes the goat through the S's. Well, no, the S's haven't started yet, have they? How about that one? I forgot what the S's are because the S's are ridiculous. This track is kind of... Yeah, here comes the goat. Oh, bit of contact. I think there was just a bit of debris there, and well, Bandicam clearly hates me and has no interest in the goat trying to get by. Joey Trickle for the lead. Oh, he's bottled it. He's spun it. Heading out of the S's. That's the goat's hard work for a comeback after all that crashing in the first half of this race. Undone. Hidaka's got by him. Taylor, Ponte, and Miura, they're still following each other, and pressure's off Trickle for now. That is the key word, isn't it? That is the key word. Oh dear. Yeah, I don't think Trickle has to worry anymore. He's built up quite a commanding lead, as you can see. And those hot air balloons have not moved at all, have they? It doesn't look like they have. And I just realized that there are 4 of them. I thought there were 3. That's the first. This video is pushing 25 minutes, could very well get up to 30, but, well, it was worth it, wasn't it? Quite an exciting race. You can see Lindbergh in one of the Mercedes there. Okay, well, it wasn't one of the Mercedes, okay. Was it Honda? Pedersen, alright, Pedersen there. They're only navigating their last of the S's there, and there goes the goat. He's managed to get by Taylor again. Oh dear, the goat's gone for a wild one, a rage of a comeback. He's gotten by Miura. He's about to get by LaPointe. Yeah, he's going to do it, surely, isn't he? He's got to. That's what it's looking like. He's back onto the podium, and he's power slid it nearly around LaPointe. That was the worst power sledding job in history, and he went a bit wide of that turn as he has every single lap in practice, qualifying, and this race so far, unless, of course, he got spun out there. And here comes Joey Trickle around the final turn. The goat's piling in right behind him, trying to struggle to get control of that car. He's on the back end, back out a little bit there. Here comes the goat and Joey Trickle. Is Joey Trickle going to beat the goat to the line? Yes, he is. Nothing from the goat, and Joey Trickle wins the American Grand Prix. Oh, thank God. Oh my days. Oh my days. Oh, that was sweaty. Sweaty is the word. Sweaty is the word. Now, isn't that funny? This was adopted 30 years before. This was adopted 30 years before the shot heard around the world. Unless that's just an urban legend. It probably is an urban legend. Everything's an urban legend. The British. That makes no sense at all. You can see these standings are the wonkiest things in human history because of all the people who are stuck in pit road. Oh, these guys have run out of fuel. That's bravo. Bravo, it's Hanafuta's channel and one of the races in one of his series on his channel because the AI is stupid. Artificial stupidity, and they've run out of fuel right at the end, even after pitting twice, all of them. Ridiculous! Joey Trickle wins today. The GOAT and Juan LaPuante sharing the podium with him. Ozzy Samira, Zachary Taylor, Zach Mills, Corbett Williams, RJ Sherry, Magata Kekichi, and Hidegami get points today. Yay! Hidaka no points for her, even though she was the last of the lead lap finishers. Bitter blow. Jackson Carter Jr., Kiki Honda, Chiro Lindbergh, Tito Peters, 2 laps down. Adam Lewis is being scored as retired. Not sure about that one. Derek Hamill, Michael Patterson, and Jeff Lewis 4 laps down. Hibiki Ganahan, Cal Weathers 5, James Saunders and Patrick Smith, 2 Mercedes 7, Steve Morgan, Takumi Fujiwara retired. But we do remember Steve Morgan getting hit by the spinning Zach Mills and Zachary Taylor. Pretty sure it was Zachary Taylor, and still no idea. And as Ganahan's going to head back out onto the track, yeah, that's great. And of course, Rupert Weissman was crashed out after some contact with the 2 Mercedes and Jeff Lewis. But really, for some solace, it is all the GOAT's fault. And it's the GOAT's fault that Joey Trickle leaks out a win at Circuit of the Americas. Next race, Dutch Grand Prix. You want to see some, no, that's a really sexy looking car. No, that's what I'm gonna say. Yeah. Now, as it turns out, I'm too lazy to bother going over the points, so I'm just going to leave them right here. It's been Hanafuta, it's been a time and a half, an honor, and I will see you in the next video.